Why do some people stay cool as a cucumber when everything's falling apart? Have you ever wondered how certain individuals remain calm while chaos swirls around them? Today, we're uncovering the secret psychology of those who thrive in crises without breaking a sweat. This is about learning to stay grounded when life throws curveballs and mastering your own calm. Let's dive into the traits and habits that make some people unshakable in chaos. First, let's explore emotional regulation, the cornerstone of staying calm under pressure. Emotional regulation is the ability to manage your feelings even when stress is sky high. Psychologists say it's like an inner thermostat, keeping your emotions from overheating. A 2019 study in emotion found that people with strong emotional regulation experience less anxiety during crises. They don't suppress feelings. They acknowledge them and choose how to respond. For example, instead of panicking during a work deadline, they take a deep breath and focus. This skill often develops through practice, like training a muscle. It's rooted in the prefrontal cortex, which overrides the amygdala's fight or flight response. Think of it as steering a ship through a storm. Steady, not reactive. Now, let's move to mindfulness, a key tool for staying calm in chaos. Mindfulness is about staying present, observing your thoughts without judgment. It's not about emptying your mind, but noticing what's happening without spiraling. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Psychology showed that mindfulness reduces stress by lowering cortisol levels. People who practice mindfulness can pause during chaos, assess, and act with clarity. This counters the brain's tendency to catastrophize, where you imagine worst-case scenarios. Mindful individuals stay anchored, like a tree bending but not breaking in a storm. They use techniques like focused breathing or grounding exercises to stay centered. But calm people often compare themselves to role models who handle crises well. A 2018 study in social psychological and personality science found that upward social comparison with composed individuals boosts self-control. Truly calm individuals know their limits and prepare mentally for chaos. Let's see this in action with a real-world example. Meet Clara, a 35-year-old paramedic who handles emergencies with uncanny composure. During a multi-car accident, with sirens blaring and patients in distress, Clara stays focused. She prioritizes tasks, communicates clearly, and even calms a panicked victim. Her secret? Clara practices emotional regulation, trained through years of high-stakes scenarios. She uses mindfulness on the job, taking slow breaths to stay present. Clara also models her behavior after veteran paramedics she admires, using social comparison to refine her calm. But off-duty, she admits it's a skill. She wasn't born this way. Her daily mindfulness practice, like 5 minutes of meditation, keeps her grounded. Now consider James, a 29-year-old project manager facing a workplace crisis. His team misses a major deadline, and clients are furious. While colleagues scramble, James stays calm, outlining a recovery plan with precision. He uses emotional regulation to acknowledge his stress without letting it take over. James practices mindfulness by focusing on one task at a time, avoiding overwhelm. He also draws inspiration from a mentor who navigated similar crises, using social comparison to stay steady. Both Clara and James show how emotional regulation and mindfulness create calm in chaos. So, how can you train yourself to stay composed when life gets wild? First, practice emotional regulation with Name It to Tame It. Label your emotions. Say, "I'm feeling overwhelmed." To reduce their intensity, a 2021 study in Nature Communications found that naming emotions calms the amygdala. Second, build mindfulness with short daily practices. Try a 1-minute breathing exercise. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold, exhale for 6. A 2019 study in psychophysiology showed that slow breathing lowers stress instantly. Third, use social comparison strategically. Surround yourself with calm role models. Watch how they handle pressure and mimic their habits. Finally, prepare for chaos with visualization. Picture yourself staying calm in a tough scenario, like a heated meeting. A 2018 study in Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that mental rehearsal boosts composure. Calmness isn't a gift. It's a skill you can build. You don't need to be a superhero to stay grounded. Start today. Try one breathing exercise or name one emotion during stress. Notice how it shifts your perspective. Chaos will always come, but you can learn to navigate it with grace. Take that first step and watch calm become your superpower. Let's dive deeper with another example to show how staying calm in chaos works and how you can cultivate it. Meet Sophia, a 32-year-old event planner who thrives during high-pressure situations. When a major wedding she's organizing hits a snag, caterers cancel last minute, she doesn't panic. Sophia calmly calls backup vendors, reassures the client, and keeps the event on track. Her emotional regulation shines. She feels the stress but channels it into problem solving. Sophia uses mindfulness, pausing for a quick grounding exercise, feeling her feet on the floor. Her composure isn't innate. She built it through years of managing chaotic events. Now, let's look at David, a 39-year-old air traffic controller facing a stormy shift. With planes delayed and pilots stressed, David stays steady, guiding each flight safely. He uses emotional regulation to acknowledge frustration without letting it cloud his focus. David practices mindfulness by focusing on his breath between calls, keeping his mind clear. He compares himself to seasoned controllers who stay unflappable, using their example to stay sharp. Both Sophia and David show how emotional regulation and mindfulness anchor you in chaos. Want to build this skill? Start with stop and observe to boost emotional regulation. When stress hits, pause and notice your body, racing heart, tight shoulders, without reacting. A 2020 study in psychological science found that observing sensations reduces emotional overwhelm. Next, deepen mindfulness with a body scan. Spend 2 minutes mentally checking each body part. A 2019 study in mindfulness showed this lowers stress reactivity. Also, seek out calm influences to counter social comparison. Follow people, online or in life, who model composure, like teachers or coaches, and study their habits. Finally, build a chaos toolkit. Keep a go-to strategy, like a quick walk or a mantra. I've got this. For tense moments. A 2018 study in Journal of Occupational Health Psychology found that pre-planned coping tools enhance resilience. Calmness grows with practice, not perfection. Your brain can learn to see chaos as a challenge, not a threat. Pick one tool today. Try a body scan, observe your emotions, or mimic a calm role model. Feel the shift as you take control. You're not born calm. You become it, one steady moment at a time. Chaos doesn't have to own you. You can own it.